Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Stop it. It's April Fool's Day, April 1st. And Robert just jumped up behind me. Hey, Robert. How's it going, buddy? He's got the zoomies this morning. He's all over the place. Middle of the night last night, he had to go outside, and I let him out. But he didn't want to come back in, so I just left him out there. It was only like 2 o'clock in the morning, so he spent 4 hours outside at night. When I let him back in this morning, he's been running around nonstop like an insane person, or an insane dog. So it is tomfoolery day, sourdough bread day, in 1 cent day. Why didn't they just call it penny day? Because if it's a national day for pennies, why did they say 1 cent? If it's national, it's only for the United States, right? It wasn't the global day for the penny. Schematics, whatever. I'll get a pillow back here. I know, buddy. I know. He's a happy dog. Happy, happy, happy dog. Happy, happy, happy dog. He decided to dig a hole yesterday, too. Right next to the house. Here in Georgia, we have a lot of red clay in the ground. And he found a spot that had red clay, and he wanted to dig it out. And his front legs were just covered in red clay. He proceeded to come into the house and leave red clay footprints everywhere. He's obsessed with this spot right next to the air conditioner unit outside. I don't know what's down there. He wants to get, so I had to get a big tub, fill the hole back in, set that tub on top of the hole, and fill the tub with water so he couldn't move it. And he just laid beside the spot like, I really want to dig here. Hey, Jordan, how's it going? We got Ray, we got Terry. People joining up this morning. We're just casual conversation over a cup of coffee. I'm Malcolm, and this is Robert. So thanks for tuning in and watching April Fool's Day. Yeah, I don't celebrate it anymore. I remember as a kid, the little kids would have fun trying to play little pranks on their dad and mom, the parents, whatever. And that was fun and cute. But if you're like an adult and you're in an office setting or any type of work setting, really it doesn't have to be an office, and somebody plays an April Fool's, you're like, really? We're playing that right now? Come on, man. Come on, really? Man. I don't know. Let's see what people have said so far in our little poll here. Boop. Yep. Maybe. No, nah. Not me. That's my vote. I can't vote myself because I created the poll. But I don't know. It's just not for me. But what am I going to do? You happy now? I did a video the other day, Sunday morning. Made me look. You got me, Terry. Took all of his little toys out in the backyard. They're all nasty. All these stuffed animals, dog toys, and things like that. Ran through the washing machine. And now he thinks they're all brand new toys. He's running around with all of them. I mean, like, sprinting across the yard with these toys all over again. They're making fun of us, Robert. They're making fun of us, boy. Or having fun with us. Which one is it? I think they're having fun with us. Where's Johnny B? Where is Johnny B? He's not at work today. He should be on here. And Ramesh and a few other people, they'll show up. It's all good. It's all good. Soraya's here. World's smallest otter was found in Nepal. So they thought it was extinct. And then they've trained rats in Africa to sniff out stuff. There's all kinds of crazy crap going on through the world. All kinds of crazy crap going on. We have no clue about. Hey James, how's it going? Um, yeah, April Fool's Day. Did you guys watch the video I made yesterday about the mirror? I thought it was like a viral thing. There was a video out, and it's been on YouTube. I'm sure everything's on TikTok, X, and YouTube, probably Facebook and everything like that. Of people putting something in front of the mirror, and then somebody else could see them, and they're freaking out like, how can anybody see me? I'm covered in the mirror. How does the mirror know I'm here? How does it know I'm holding this pencil? How does it know I'm making a face? And it's all about reflection and angles and stuff is why. But they made a big deal about it. It went viral because a lot of people don't know what they're talking about. So I did want to counteract that to kind of make fun of it and covered the whole thing up. I thought it was funny. Wes is slacking. Everybody's slacking. What's going on this morning, Terry? We need to have everybody's phone number and do like a Amber Alert on these people. Get them to come back into the chat. Find out what these people are doing. I wanted to see what's else going on this day in history other than April Fool's Day. Oh, look at there. Well, isn't this ironic? 49 years ago today, the Apple Computer Company was founded by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne to sell their groundbreaking Apple I personal computer kits on April Fool's Day. Maybe that's why they had such a hard start. No, really, literally, we got this computer. It's got this, we call it a computer, and you can do stuff on it, and it's really cool. Like, yeah, whatever, April Fools. I wonder if they had to deal with that. And then, like, jokes on you. We're the biggest company in the world now. Oh gosh! Of all the days, they started on April 1st, which I really guess doesn't matter. Goes to the point that that it's just another day. Let's see here. A bunch of other stuff helping to open up today, but the app's going ape shit. So I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Apple computers. I've never owned an Apple. Well, I take that back. I owned one Apple computer, and I needed to use it for my computer shop because I needed to be able to work with different formats, fix people's computers and stuff. So I did have an Apple, but I never used it unless I was working on another Apple computer. I never touched the thing. I didn't like it. It's not. It's like the iPhone. You can't really customize it and do what you want with it. It's if you're kind of nerdy and you like to get in there and customize stuff and do different things and make it your own, you can't really do that with iPhones and Apple and Mac computers. You're locked in to that platform and that design. So, yeah, it's restricting. I don't like it. I never did like it. And everything Apple costs so much money too. You're right, Terry. It's like, but that's the thing. Once you go in, if you start buying Apple products like the iPhone, and you start buying all the Apple this and Apple that, earbuds and all this other stuff, you're locked in. You've invested a bunch of money, and you're going to get an iPhone again the next time. Unless you're just. I have rarely met a person who's so fed up and angry with their iPhone that they sacrificed all that stuff and went to Android. Yeah. So I don't know. And people spend so much money on it. I think I use Android. I think it works great. I haven't had any problems with it. But I'm kind of nerdy in a way that I like to get in there and tweak things, mess with things, and customize it and navigate it myself. I don't, the iPhone's dumbed down, in my opinion, for people. But anyway. Hey, Wesley. And nothing's free with Apple. You're right. Nothing is free with Apple. Everything costs something. And then the Android, the Google Play and Android stuff, a lot of it's open source. So you got a bunch of different people contributing to a program and modifying and upgrading it with different aspects that people look for. I think it makes it better. 8-year-old Android. I've got a bunch of old Android phones and I'm still using them to stream everybody's channels all the time as a favor to all these people. I don't think they're doing it for me. Just saying. Are you going to get a new one? I got the Pixel phone, and I really like the Pixel phone. It's from Google, for Google, so you get the perks of the latest and greatest that Google puts out. Doesn't mean that the apps cost anything extra. You get new features and updates for free automatically first if you have a Google Pixel phone versus another Android phone. What's going on, Wesley? Your fingers were sleeping and you only hit, you said your phone's 8 years old? There's Wesley. People are trickling in. It's okay. If they want to watch it later or not show up, it's all cool. I'm good with that. No problem. Not a problem. But it rained yesterday too. Big thunderstorm came through, had everybody freaking out. The wind picked up and the rain was super heavy. I got this cherry blossom in the front yard. There's flower petals stuck all over the side of the house from the rain and the wind from the tree, and had all these blooms. And then the storm came through and blew everything everywhere, and it got these little pink petals stuck on all over the side of the house, the top of the house, all over the car, the back of the truck. It's like they just shot them out and they just stuck. So now I have a flowered covered house. It's so pretty. Oh, you got the iPhone 11, Terry? Well, that's what they do. That's how they got people in to using it. Just gave it away for free almost. I remember when it was just exclusively AT&T, and people were upset about that at first. When the first iPhone came out, you had to go to AT&T to get it. So AT&T has a very interesting history of getting government. It was Bell South and Southern Bell, or whatever, and all this other stuff. But AT&T, generally speaking, has a very interesting history. It's one of the, if it's not the first telephone company, but they have always had contracts with the government, and still do. It's all these different aspects of the government, and a lot of other secret stuff that you and I aren't supposed to know about. And AT&T has developed with the military, things like that. It's kind of cool. I keep telling you guys about the audiobook called Raven Rock, what it talks about how after World War II we handled nuclear weapons and how we prepped for doomsday and all this other stuff. And they talk about different contracts. A lot of that stuff became unclassified, and somebody did a book about it. I listened to the audiobook. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. How did I find out? I opened their mail. No, I didn't. I know about Raven Rock, man. They talk about AT&T being the the company that helped get the first phone on Air Force One in like the '60s or something like that. And they had all the government contracts for the underground fallout shelters for the government, where if we were being attacked, the president and all of Congress people, they'd be safe while the rest of us get annihilated. Things like that. Androids confuse you, but I'm able to navigate them. So, well, it's just to each their own. I don't have stock in either one of them. I like Android. I prefer Coca-Cola over Pepsi. Whatever. And I prefer mustard over ketchup. So there you go. To each their own. To each their own. Things that you like and don't like. I still need to get that tomahawk steak from the butcher and see about cooking that this weekend or something like that. That's going to be a ton of meat. Robert probably helped me eat some of it. He's finally zoomed out. He's completely asleep, totally content. Oh man, he didn't. I was checking the camera during the thunderstorm. He didn't care for the storm either. Now, he was. I left the back door open so he can go in the backyard and do his business. It's nice outside. It's cool. No big deal. It's a fenced-in backyard. He's not going anywhere. Nobody's coming in. I don't care. Storm came through. Obviously, he came inside, and the camera was on the far side of the room away from the door, and he basically stood by the camera and was looking like, how far away can I get from this? Poor guy. Doesn't care for thunderstorms. He does not like water either. I had to wash off his legs and stuff from that clay he got into. He didn't care for that. He didn't bite or snarl or anything like that, but he pulls away and walks away. He doesn't like it. So, yeah, he's not crazy about baths either. So I don't want to get wet. I mean, you know, you don't clean yourself like a cat does. So, got to scrub it up dub on you, buddy. Anywho. I don't know. Well, yesterday he couldn't stop jumping in front of me. And now he's like asleep during the show. What are you going to do? Let's look at our poll real quick. You haven't tried that one yet? I didn't even know it existed until we talked about steaks the other day. And then, of course, looked up some pictures of it. It's like an insane chunk of meat. So. Oh. I think I need to keep his toys clean. That's why he was chewing my shoes. His toys were dirty and full of slobber, but I washed them. Now he's all happy about them. I got to keep them clean. Maybe keep some on the side so that he won't eat my shoes. I know, he's my buddy. Every time I get home, he greets me at the door, obviously. And he rolls around on the ground, wants me to pet him and stuff. And he talks to me in a way, I guess the way dogs talk. Well, he doesn't bark. He just makes these little sounds. Like he's trying to tell me what happened while I was gone or something like that. You don't believe those squirrels over there making fun of me running down the fence and I couldn't catch them. I don't know. Well, there was a Saturday Night Live skit, not maybe 2 weeks ago. He's spider on the map. That's cool. It'll be fine. I'm not afraid of spiders. And then there's another video I saw about spiders too. Somebody caught a wolf spider and killed it, and then encased it in acrylic in a ball and made a doorknob out of it. Yep, making spider doorknobs. Like, okay. You know, the internet's just rabbit hole after rabbit hole, different things you can watch and see. It's insane. It's fairly insane, I would have to say. What was the other site I was talking about? No, we're not going to go there. You know, the world of news is going crazy, bonkers as always. Oh yeah, Corey, they got a filibuster talking for 12 hours straight. I would start throwing stuff at the guy. Like, really? What was that one congressman that read a Dr. Seuss book for like 10 hours? These are the people making laws and decisions for us. A flying, ranting ex-wife on a broom behind you. Look, Malky. It would probably take about 3 or 4 brooms to hover her. She was quite big at the end. Yeah, it would take more. It'd be a couple of push brooms. It wouldn't be a regular one to lift her off the ground. Anywho, yeah, there's one congressman that read Dr. Seuss books or one book over and over and over again. Like, really, dude? You're an adult representing the United States. I don't remember what party was that. It doesn't even matter. The fact that he was reading the Dr. Seuss book was just insane. It's embarrassing, some of the stuff they do. I don't know. I've been in different countries, and Terry can contest to this. You've been in different countries. You see what people think about America, and then you look at ourselves, and you see some of the stupid stuff they do, and you're just like, oh my gosh, really? Can we at least just go 1 week and look intelligent? can, can we go a week, maybe even 2 weeks, without doing something completely insane? Ever. It's always something. Oh gosh. It's always something. And it's just like, I don't know. Oh man. Somebody did a April Fool's joke. That's kind of messed up. Anyway, I'd be reading that stuff all day long. Who a great reality TV? Bush reading a book. Let me tell you, son, in Texas, that's how we do it, you know. Fool me once, can't get fooled again. Remember, what was it that one time he was at a press conference, and I don't know what country this guy's from, somewhere in the Middle East, stood up and took his sandal and threw it at President Bush. Remember that? And he kind of was like, miss me. He can't get me that way, you know. I'm good at dodging shoes, sandals, flip-flops, whatever. I get those things thrown at me all the time. Oh, gosh. The filibuster. There's, you know, the founding fathers, if you will, when they came up with this stuff, they didn't think about 12-hour filibusters reading Dr. Seuss book. They didn't think about all the other just retarded stuff we do all the time. It just, I don't know what they would think if you could bring them back and just let them for like an hour and try to show them and explain what's going on today. I think their heads would explode. Not just because of the concept of internet or a telephone. I think they could grasp that fairly quickly and be like, accept that, you know. But some of the things that we do as people is, yeah, that would completely, I think their heads would explode. I'm like, what are you talking about? What? Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. And this pollen is something else. I posted a picture of the pollen on the my YouTube channel. This yellow stuff and waves and clumps on the ground. That's all through the air, and yeah, it's making my throat scratchy and itchy, and I'm coughing up stuff. It's insane. This is how I used to when my kids were little babies. I would rub their forehead like this from the top of their nose across their forehead over and over again. They'd knock them out. Them do the same thing to him, completely out. I don't know what it is, but I would take as a baby. I would take my thumb and I would just rub it from the top of their nose across their forehead, gently over and over again. And when you put your hand close to their eyes, they want to close their eyes, right? But then you do this soothing little motion above them too, and before long they just fall asleep. And there he is, out like a light. Just sit here and do this. Talk about stuff, laugh, cut up, make all kinds of noise, yell. Doesn't matter. He's out. It's my secret trick. Hypnosis. Oh, that would be cool to be able to do hypnosis. You think hypnotizing is real? if you could like, not maybe swing the little amulet in front of somebody, out cold. I I'd have to say, uh, when I was married, her side of the family was a big family. Always liked to get together and do stuff, and it was just kind of like a joke. They would hand me the baby, and I could put the baby to sleep just by the way I was holding them, and I would caress them and things like that on their head and things like that, and knock them out. And they're like, "He won't go to sleep," and they would hand me the baby. I'm like, "Okay." It's like the secret. Either I'm super boring, so boring that they're falling asleep, or I don't know. I just had a thing where I could put kids to sleep. Go to sleep. Vulcan grip. Knock them out every time. Little paw going. Mom. It's so funny when he sleeps on his back and all of his legs are up in the air. Can you imagine humans sleeping that way? Laying on your back and your hands and feet are sticking up in the air. You wouldn't be able to cover yourself with a blanket. You look like a complete idiot. Spock's retirement plan. uh, yeah, the TV puts you to sleep today. I gotta have a fan blowing in the background. That helps me fall asleep. What do you do now that you're retired, Spock? Well, I go around and do the Vulcan grip on babies, make them go to sleep. It's highly logical. I was watching Star Trek there for a while. I never really got into it before, but Rachel got me into watching it, and I like the original series. William Shatner and the original Captain Kirk and all that good stuff. That stuff's great to watch. And you know it's cheesy as hell compared to today's um, TV shows and movies with CGI and all this stuff. I mean, they were using styrofoam and paper mache and all this other crazy crap to build fake rocks and landscapes and pew pew stuff. Just one a little bit of TV and you're out. All the Zaza. Watch all the, yeah. It was pretty cool to watch. I'd never watched it before. I never really considered it. I don't know. I was outdoors all the time. Ray, confessions. It's confession time. He said he laid back and he fell asleep in some prickly bush with his legs and arms up in the air, thanks to alcohol. How old were you at the time, Ray, when that happened? That'd have been funny to see. Behind a bar by a dumpster? Gosh, I always got drunk at home. I never got drunk in public. Well, I'll take that back. There's a couple of times. But I wasn't laying around in a bush and found the next morning. 34 years old. And passed out behind a dumpster. Oh my gosh. You were about 20 years old? Jeez. That's a lot of damn alcohol, dude. If you could pass out, you're just like, brr. There was a comedian talking about how he jumped off a 2-story building, landed in the bushes, and it was a little sore, but it didn't break any bones or nothing like that. And they took him to the hospital because they were afraid for him, stuff like that. But when they got there, the doctor was like, "Tell me what you did again." And he explained it as the reason you didn't get any broken bones or anything is in the fact that you were drunk and you let your body stay relaxed as you fell. That was a theory. Because if he had not been drunk, he would have stiffened up. He would have tried to put his arms out to catch himself or whatever and hit the ground and break a leg or an arm. But he stayed limp basically because he was drunk and fell in the bushes, and they just like took him to the hospital. He's like, "You're fine. You're just going to be sore for a few days." So power to the alcohol. That's it. It saved his life. Saved his life. Why he jumped off a 2-story building? Again, he was drunk. I don't think he was trying to commit suicide. I think he's like a dare or something like that. Oh my gosh. Wesley passed out trying to sing a set of music on stage. He had a half-gallon of rum, blacked out, threw the drums off the stage, slapped people, broke the door at the bar. Good gosh, dude. Good thing there weren't camera phones then, right? People's smartphones had gone viral. Oh, wow. For a year, you broke your hand. I think I broke my thumb right here, and I didn't go to the doctor or anything like that. I just thought I sprained it, and I put a brace on it. It took me months to where I could hold a pencil again, and now I hold my pen and pencil completely different because of that. Um, and it's all funky shape compared to the other hand and stuff now. But I remember one weekend in the Army, they had us at a hotel, and only for a year. Yeah, they had us in a hotel, and somebody. This is in Tennessee. And somebody brought moonshine, and we were all. It was guys and girls in a couple of joined hotel rooms. You know, just joking, having drinks, laughing, cutting up. Nothing happened bad, other than the fact that I drank too much and fell asleep, passed out against the wall with my head against the open door. This is what they told me anyway. And that it took about 4 or 5 of them to pick me up, carry me to my room, and put me on a bed. They didn't get an ambulance. They didn't get a doctor. Like, he's got a pulse. He's breathing. Throw him on his bed. He'll deal with it tomorrow. I woke up. I was like, how did I get here? And I was only in my underwear. So, I, yeah. And then some of the other people, they were the same rank as me and stuff like that, and they were like looking at me, going, "Dude, how did you do? How are you still walking?" And then I was like, "What happened?" And they're like, "Yeah, we took you into your room and put you to bed." It's like I was so embarrassed. I was like, "Jeez," and they were joking about how they decided to like uh, strip me down just to my underwear and put me in bed. Why they did all that and not just throw me on the bed, I don't know. They were just looking out for me, I guess. Maybe I mumbled some stuff while I was blacked out. I don't know. I never asked that part. I just walked away. I was too embarrassed. Who knows? I didn't throw up on myself or anything. It wasn't for that reason. Anyway. Oh, it was horrible the next day. I was in a lot of pain the next day. I had a few nights like that. Liz is here. Good morning, Liz. I hope I didn't wake any kids up doing that. You missed out on my hypnosis trick on putting pets and kids to sleep, Liz. Ramesh. Wow. You were just to hide of being a failure on stage. Were you like Animal beating on the drums? There's Ramesh. Oh man, yeah. I couldn't imagine being on stage playing for a band. I can't play any. I mean, if you were like Animal the Muppet playing drums and you're just beating the hell out of them, that could be a reason. You were the front man spectacle. Oh gosh. Was an Animal that always said beat drum, and he'd just go crazy beating on him and stuff like that. I never played an instrument. I tried playing drums in elementary school and band, and I didn't have the patience for it. Didn't have the patience for it. I'm fascinated by people who can play instruments, piano, things like that. Uh, People who can play the harp and things, these instruments that are not super popular, but very intricate, that have a lot you got to learn and be able to master. I mean, guitar is a cool instrument to learn, drums and all that stuff's really cool. But it's way beyond me how people can do that, especially to get these prodigy kids and 8 years old and playing a violin like they've been playing it for 30 years or something like that. Like, damn, it's quite impressive. And then you can get on the internet and find these little kid bands. Uh, there was one I saw, and they were like a banjo band or whatever, and they had one kid was like playing a jug, and kid was playing a banjo, and somebody else had some other little instruments, and they sounded great. They sounded really good. It could have been fake, but I don't think it was. Um, I watched a couple more videos from their YouTube page where they had brought in other people to play with them, and it shows them playing and stuff like that. I believe it. I think they can play. These kids, if you teach them young enough, they can learn all kinds of languages. They can learn how to play all these different instruments. If you keep them from all the crazy of the world, you can really teach them pretty much anything. Yeah. Kids do opera. Well, thank you, Ramesh. I appreciate that. The kids do an opera and they sing and stuff like that. It's amazing. It's just amazing. I just, yeah. It just, I can't comprehend it. I really don't know. The piano, when people are sitting there just doing this like crazy. There was, these four women, three of them playing, no, two playing violins, one playing, is it the oboe, the really big thing that they're playing? I can't remember the name of it. So you had two women playing violins, there's one person playing the, I want to call it an oboe, I don't remember why, and another girl on the piano. Women, they're all women, whatever you want to call them. And it was like this comedic type play. Um, he's off Mondays and Tuesdays, Johnny B is. And as they were playing beautiful music, they started, you know, playing each other's instruments, taking their, pieces, going back and forth, and like getting tangled up, and kept playing. And the woman on the piano, she was doing all this like contortion stuff and still playing the piano. And I was like, how much time did they spend mastering this little scene? If I can find it again, I'll put it in Discord. It's quite impressive and hilarious at the same time. To be able to do all that and act all silly on stage doing, crazy stuff. So yeah. He's searching for baby blue. Yeah. Just keep doing this. Just lay my hand on him. Oh man. What you guys got planned for Tuesday today? We know Johnny B's off work. Liz has to wrangle a couple of kids. I have to, hats off to Liz. Those kids are off the chain for me. I don't know if I can handle all that. What was it? One of them fell down the stairs or something like that, and you were running after them and stuff. I don't know. I'll watch some of her lives, and those kids are like everywhere all the time, and she's just cool the whole time. Oh, well, there they go. Let's go stop them. What are you doing? Oh, the fan fell down the stairs. Good grief. I don't know how you do it. I couldn't do it. I'd be like, you guys need to go outside. Poop. Get out there. But I'm 3 years old. It'll be all right. Get out there. Let's look at our poll real quick. Are you going away, Robert? Ugh. Stretch. He just goes over there and lays down. Is it because I stopped? Is that what it is? You're mad at me now because I stopped petting you? I was surprised Soraya hasn't got on here and clicked on what are we talking about on the poll. Back in our day, I'm a morning person. I like to get up and go. I got the energy in the morning, but as the day progresses, I'm like, yeah. I went to bed like 9:30 last night. I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing anything else. I'm going to bed. This guy comes up right beside me in the bed. Has to go outside. Jeez, dude. I may have to put it in a dog door, but I'm afraid he's going to bring stuff in the house that he shouldn't have. Or he'll come through the dog door muddy and like track it through the house. So I don't think I want to do that. Wakes up at 6 o'clock. I am not in shape. Honestly, I'm trying to lose weight again because I got chunky over the past month or two, couple of months. But it's not like I have to work out. I just got to change my diet a little bit and the pounds fall off. I'm fortunate for that part. Thanks. I have Crohn's disease. It's an intestinal thing. A lot of stuff doesn't stay. So I just stopped drinking Dr. Peppers and eating cookies, and then the weight will fall off. I just stay off the junk food like that. It's good. Liz is like working out, doing her nails, and all kinds of stuff. It's evil. It is. I can lose. Now, I'm not going to lose 50 pounds, but I can just change my diet for a few weeks, and I can lose 10 pounds easy. Yeah. Wesley had crabs. Carbs, not crabs. Wesley's got crabs. Oh, that's hilarious. He's got crabs. He's missing his crabs. Oh, thank you, Ramesh. That's hilarious. Oh, man. Missing his crabs. Oh, anyway. You know. Ramesh. This is a lost in translation type thing. It's hilarious. He's laughing like a hell. You can't blame everything on your phone, Ramesh. Oh, poor Wesley and his crabs. Time to shave. You gotta. That's the bet. Just shave, Wesley. Oh my gosh. That was good. That's funny. Missing carbs. Nope. I miss my crabs. I got to pin that. There we go. We're going to, let's see, let's get Ramesh up here. We'll pin that comment. Message pinned. It's on there for everybody now. I got it. Oh, that was great. I need more coffee. That's too funny. Oh, we got to leave on a high note, right? Thank you, Ramesh, our international comedian. Oh, gosh. That's funny. That's just too funny. That's when you're supposed to say April Fools, Ramesh. You don't have crabs, April Fools. Oh, man. Anyway, I guess I'm going to go. It's a couple minutes early, but leave on a high note. It's what George Costanza on Seinfeld did on that one episode. Every time he got a laugh, he would walk out of the room and leave. Leave on a high note. Pew. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for joining me this morning. Thank you, Ramesh, for being so hilarious. Unintentionally, but still hilarious. Gonna fool somebody today. But have a great day. Like, share, subscribe. Watch some of the other stuff. Yada, yada, yada. You guys are awesome. And wish Wesley the best for his crabs. See you guys later.